Want to be happy? Are you truly happy with where you are in life? I know that that's kind of a rhetorical question and it's very hard to answer because we can all come up with something that we're not happy with or we would like to be different. The very first thing you have to do to start being happy is learn how to forget yesterday. Whatever happened yesterday doesn't matter, it's gone. It could have been the most productive day of your life or it could have been the least productive day of your life. It doesn't matter, it's gone, let it go. And on the flip side, tomorrow may never come, right? You might not wake up tomorrow. I know that's a morbid thought, but that is true. So the key to being happy is focusing on today. What can you do? What should you do? What will you do? Identify how you start your day is typically how you end your day. So if you wake up kind of lazy, kind of tired, feeling unproductive, chances are that's going to carry through and that's how you're going to end the day. And that's what gives us that mindset of feeling, that we didn't accomplish or, we're not getting to where we want to be. So forget about yesterday, think about today, and you're only one decision away from a completely different life. Even if we're halfway through the day right now, if you weren't happy with how this morning went, you still have the ability to make a decision to make the second half of today even better, to make it productive so you can end on a positive upswing. The easiest way to do that is to not think about what you want to do or need to do, but to just take the first step, the first action step. A person that I admire calls it the 2% difference. So you just do something, even if it's accomplishing 2% of that goal, it's going to start momentum for you. That's why it's said that we should make our beds first thing in the morning. It creates that feeling of accomplishment. The first task is done. And then you move to the next task, and then you just focus on the things that you need to do. So we forget about yesterday. We don't worry about tomorrow until it comes, and you focus on today on how you want it to go. And if you put that focus on yourself and what you want and just taking action, nothing should be able to come in and affect you. It doesn't matter what the weather is. It doesn't matter the mistakes. Your environment, it's all up here. It's your overall attitude. And as far as that goes, people need to learn how to become a quitter. Now, what I mean by that is if you have a job that you're unhappy with, a relationship that you're unhappy in, just anything, sometimes we tend to stay in things longer than we should. And our ego prevents us from stopping and moving on because we don't want to admit that we had to quit something or that we failed at something. But it's okay at certain times in life to be a quitter. So if you know you're not where you want to be and you're not doing what you want to do, but you continue to do the same things every day, then why are you surprised or shocked that your life isn't changing? They say the average human has somewhere, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like between 60 and 70,000 thoughts per day. And yet 90% of those thoughts were the same that we had yesterday, the previous day. So if 90% of your thoughts are the same as they were the previous day, then that's going to keep you where you're at. So 10%, 6 or 7,000 are something new and something different. Those are what you got to focus on. Those ideas, that creativity, and as far as that goes, it is a proven fact that we retain less than, I think it's 5%, it might be 3% of the ideas we get on any given day. Do you ever sit there and you're going through something and then you have a thought like, oh, you know what, I want to do that, I need to do that, I should do that, that's a great idea for whatever. But yet an hour later, you sit there and you think, why can't I, what did I just think about? Oh, that was a great idea. Write it down. I don't go anywhere without my notebook. So it is just filled with thoughts, quotes, ideas, things that hit me, whether it's personal, motivational, business, anything, I write them down. Now, not always, but I try to as much as I can, and I would highly suggest that you do the same. So then, at the end of the day, you can look back on those thoughts that you had and use those to focus on how can I try to implement them tomorrow. Now, don't get caught up in the planning phase of trying to write it out, trying to be perfect. I mean, perfection is nothing more than procrastination. If you have an idea for what you want to do, just take the first action step. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want to make a change, get a notebook. That's an action step. Next time you have a thought, just write something down. If you're not happy with your job, create a resume. Doesn't mean it's going on. Just do something to start to create momentum to change the situation that you're currently in. And if you do that, I guarantee you will start to see some changes in your life where you can make an impact on yourself, those around you, and the world as a whole. So I hope that helps you, and I hope you have a great day.